Hello. Welcome to today's day 7, where we are again looking at our revenue engine and looking at kind of how it's doing. So I'm going to keep you up to date on the new stuff that is happening, new stuff that we're working on today. And I'm trying to solve a big problem. We have an offer that's underperforming. I'll explain why it's underperforming. And I want to change that up a little bit. It's actually not underperforming in terms of results. It's overperforming in terms of money that it's making me. But I want to temper it down a little bit. It'll make all the sense in the world, but for now I have to finish my tiny last piece of brownie that's left. It's a very hard brownie batch. So I gotta eat these every day, protein brownies, that's how I stay in shape. I also took a walk today all the way to the city center. That was about 4 kilometers, so kept me moving. That's anyway my New Year's goal is to move every day, and so far we're on the 13th of January and it is going pretty well. So let's look at the numbers, then we'll work on today's tasks, and we're going to keep it sharply under 45 minutes today. So right now, 13th of January, day 7 of me recording this, we are at $78,640 something this month so far, which is an average of $6,049. Remember, our goal here was about $3,600, $3,700 a day. So we're definitely exceeding our goals, but again, just a reminder to everyone, if you're watching, a lot of it is still, like you can see the spikes that are coming from the product launch that we're doing. It is going to change. Like today is the last day of the product launch. From tomorrow onwards, it will start to flatline again. And this is what we're working towards, how to make sure we consistently get to that $3,600 or $700 a day in revenue every single day, regardless of our launches. Because launch days are great. I mean, look, this day we did 14,000 in revenue, 17,000 in revenue, which I absolutely enjoy, but we want to bring about a bit of consistency in the business, right? So that is very, very, very important. The good thing though is, like, if I compare this to the same time last year, we're about 600% higher. So last year we had a slower start. We were $11,000 by now, but now we are at a higher number. And our average order value is high as well. So it's about 230%, $230 at the moment. You don't see it, you might see it, but it's $230 at the moment, which is pretty good. So again, it's all going well. I think it's quite nice. I'm just gonna make sure if I keep an eye on the questions that are coming in. Give me 1 second. Yep. I see it. Okay, cool. So no chat, that's fine. That is all good. That is all good. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to look at basically a big problem that I'm trying to solve right now. So let me show you what that problem is. So we have a higher ticket product. I say high ticket, it's like somewhere between about, I think, should I say $2,000 to $5,000, right? That's how much we sell this for. A lot of this is done for you, so you can read about it if you want. Like, actually, let's explain this. Let's figure that. I'm going to simplify it for you. But essentially, this is done for you service that we do for our customers, our clients, for cold email marketing. But there's a few challenges here, and I'll explain the challenges right now. In fact, I'm going to record this part of it as a separate conversation because I'm going to use it in just a minute. So let's click record, new recording. Okay, so this offer particularly has some challenges. Basically, it works too well. Last year we did about $40,000. I think now it's up to $45,000 in revenue already for a test offer, which is fantastic, which is really good. But the problem is there's a fair bit of work that we need to do hands-on to deliver this. And cold emailing is difficult. It doesn't always work out because we have to essentially change how many emails that we can send every day, depending on how the inboxing is, depending on what's happening in the general ecosystem. Maybe a lot of emails are typically falling into spam complaints or just not landing properly. So we need to monitor very closely and do this. It's very, very hands-on work, right? That's one challenge, is that it is very, very hands-on work. And I don't mind it, but that's where we need to kind of change things a little bit. And also what we promised here was a little bit too much. So we want to temper down our promises as well. And we want to change the offer. So just to show you essentially what we do, and I'm going to go to ChatGPT, see what it says. It's a proven lead generation system that generates recurring revenue for our customers. And essentially what we do is we set up the entire cold email infrastructure for them. We reach out to B2B businesses when we offer them a variety of services. We test. Maybe lead generation works, maybe podcasting works, maybe long form content creation works. So we just sell various different kinds of services. And it's good because I think we have, if I remember right, about 11 people so far. And we've gotten results for now for like 4 of them, which, to be completely honest, is not enough. I want that number to be 11 out of 11. So there's definitely some work that needs to be done in that regard. But again, what we've noticed is that it's very, very difficult to do. So if I scroll down further, you'll see that we price it between about $997 to $5,000, like $5,000 being the top level. And we even gave away 20% discounts to people that are jumping in at that level. But the challenge is that it costs us a lot more in time and effort to do this, and results vary. They vary drastically. We were a little bit more ambitious about the results when we were getting in, but getting results is not that easy, especially if this is fully done for you, fully hands off. So we want to essentially think about how we can raise the prices on the highest end, middle end, make it more like done with you, lower the prices on that, or actually keep the price the same or maybe a little bit higher. But the lowest end, make it completely hands off so that they get pre-recorded stuff. They can just watch the training, implement themselves. They get AI closer, all those things, but we don't spend any more money buying domains and inboxes for them. So that's the kind of, so we need to change up the offer. Why? Because let me actually draw this for you like this. I think this should work. So previously, let's do, sorry, this way, 1 second. So previously, if you can imagine, we have like this offer, then we have this offer, and then we have this offer, right? This is what we had. Now I want to change this up. And so this is the price of each. Let's say delivery that we have to know, delivery is like this much for each of them. It's kind of proportional to how much these people are spending. That's how much we need to do. But what ends up happening is we've realized is that we are over delivering because we want to, even though results are slightly harder to come by. So I want to change that up. So this is what I want to do. I want to make a much more reasonable entry level, but our delivery on this is like minimal. Then I want to keep this level the same primarily. So I want to keep this more or less the same in terms of what they can get, but I want to lower our delivery still a little bit. So we want to make this done with you, not fully done for you. And in this one, what we can give to them, right? So I want to keep the delivery same in this one. Actually, like this is more like the price. I want to lower the price on this, on the first level. Second level, keep price the same or a bit higher. But the next level, raise the price a lot more. So basically double it, but keep the delivery same as well. And we're able to do this because we have case studies now. Like I said, we have like 4 people already that have gotten results with it. So we know that if we can get results for 4 people, we can get results for more people as well in the future. Again, I would like this percentage to be as close to 100%, but these things do take time. So I want to read the offer. And what are the important parts of an offer? So when we think about an offer isn't just the price point. An offer isn't just what's in it for you, but the offer is also positioning. It's also, social proof built in. And like I said, we have like 4 case studies that we can use, 3 for sure that I can put in. So in that sense, actually we do have 4. Yeah. In that sense, I want to change this up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this thing over to ChatGPT, to Claude, and we're going to redo the entire offer. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to ChatGPT, and I'm going to literally, this is vibe marketing, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to literally copy and paste this with mistakes and everything. Okay, that did not work. Let me refresh this. I'm going to get rid of these. So I'm just trying to now export this transcript. And this is essentially a massive prompt, if you think about it, right? So I'm going to go in and paste into ChatGPT and see what it comes back with. Like, I haven't even defined. See, this is where I kind of dislike ChatGPT. It becomes very patronizing. Oh, good, you're diagnosing the right problem, blah, blah, blah. Just give me the damn answer. Stop patronizing. The code problem, price delivery mismatch, promise control mismatch, and blah, blah, blah. Flat pricing and equal workload. So numbers are telling you the 40 to 45K on a test offer with heavy manual ops is not success yet. It is proof of demand, it's not proof of scale. That's what we're struggling with. So it's come up with 3 plans. Outbound foundations, DIY hands-off for you. You basically build your outbound engines using the same systems that we use. So they get pre-recorded cold email training, air closer access, copy frameworks, inbox swarming SOPs, which I should add, deliverability education, because we don't have this like properly built in. Campaign templates, weekly group Q&A option, maybe not. I'll see, I'm not doing Q&As at the moment. What they don't get is all of this stuff. Keep it accessible, 497 to 997. Okay, then outbound accelerator, done with you. This is your core new offer. So we build it with you, you run it. But basically, like, we kind of set everything up and you run it. Let me see. Now, the only problem with this middle offer is because I want to stop buying domains and inboxes. Because the problem is, like, we have 11 customers. Between them, we have about 80 or 90 domains, and we have, I don't even know, like 200 to 300 inboxes. It gets too much to keep up. It's a scale problem, right, for us as well to do this. It's a scale issue. So I don't want to do that anymore. And then this is done for you. If you're at 5K, this becomes 10K. All of this is fine. All of this is okay. And again, like, I kind of hate how ChatGPT is very patronizing. But within Claude, I have a folder for this. Let me go back and look at lead generation agency high ticket. I have a folder for this. So I'm going to go into this. And I'm going to, again, export, copy. And paste into Claude and see what it says. It says conversation not found, which is weird. 1 second. Let's try again. Okay, looks like it's working. Okay, you reviewed document. I can see you're facing a classic challenge. But it's not reading it looks like it's not reading my files yet, so that's a problem. Oh yeah, okay, now it's looking through the files, which is really good. So I'm of course now using a folder here with ChatGPT. I don't think I have a folder for high ticket, maybe I do, but I prefer Claude for more like writing work, and that's one of the key things that we'll do today is we'll like redo this sales page, right? So I'm gonna pass it over to my team and I'll say, let's change it up, let's redesign it, let's make it look different and blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see. Current pricing doesn't match effort, working too hard, 4 solid case studies, proven systems, Nilometer validation. I have no idea what that is. I don't know how it's picking that up. That's weird. Okay, so tier 1 is recommending Cold Code Academy for $497 a year, $67 a month. But you do this essentially, complete 3-day training replay, which I don't need to offer because they're already kind of like. So this is picking up from the previous offers as well. So we had like a $7 entry point, $67 replay sort of thing. So it's, I have no idea what's, oh, it's Mailometer, not Nilometer. I don't know why it's picking Nilometer, but okay. AI prompts for personalization, step by step, what they don't get, all of this. Done with your operator, $2,997 a year. We build it together, you run it. Everything in tier 1 plus that. Live setup session, 2-hour Zoom walkthrough, campaign setup, first batch deployment, weekly check-in calls for the first month, monthly performance reviews. They provide their own leads, they connect their own GPT key or pay for yours, access to Aircloser for personalization. Okay, what they do, all these things. I like it. It's better. Commander lead done for you is 10,000 a year now. Up to 6 inboxes and 2 domains. That's not enough. Like, I do want to go back to it and say that's not enough, but I'll do that in a minute. Up to 180 email sends per day, which from 6 inboxes makes sense, but it's actually now more like 20 email sends a day. So this is slightly better. I think it's going in the right direction. So this was the front end that we had, $7 to $67. Day 2, day 3. Would you like me to? Okay, I don't think this is enough. So I'm gonna disregard ChatGPT for now because I don't think ChatGPT is giving me what I want, and also because I didn't do it in a folder. Like, actually, let's see if I can find the folder and do this in the folder. It's just that I know for this project I've used Claude more. So let's see if I go in and actually tell the same thing to ChatGPT in a folder, if it's able to do a better job. Let's see about that. And actually, I think in Claude I forgot to paste the sales page. Oops. For context, this is the sales page. Do you feel like you need to change your mind on any of these things that I've shared so far? So I want to see if Claude will now think differently, that I'm giving it more contextual information. And I'll give the same to ChatGPT in just a minute. Okay. Yeah, cold email deliverability is non-linear. Inbox held daily volumes, domain aging, complaint rates, and ecosystem noise creates volatility. This makes done-for-you guarantees operationally dangerous, which is exactly true. You sold certainty where only probability exists. So I made a mistake. Done-for implies you own all the variables and you don't. Delivery effort scales faster than revenue, which is true. Buying domains, magic inboxes, monitoring delivery, all of this is very, very heavy work, right? So this is something that we need to change. The offer works too well because it attracts delegators, not operators. And that is true. Like, I've done my interviews and the people that basically purchase are delegators. People that purchase are people that have essentially just said, okay, Neil, you're going to take care of everything. I'll see you in like 6 months. The party who controls the inputs must own the outputs. Right now, you control infrastructure. Okay, I'll say this now. ChatGPT is talking more fluently, which is much, much better to read. You partially control execution, client control speed, offer clarity response. Handling the mismatch guarantees frustration. The fix is not better execution, the fix is better offer physics. The correct 3 tiers, so education and tools only. So this is what it has. No domains, no inboxes, no sending, no monitoring. We give you the system, you execute it, which is fine, but it doesn't say the price. We'll come back to it. Tier 2 done with the operator, who is it for? People who want speed but will stay involved. Same or slightly higher than current mid-tier. So delivery reduced but controlled. You do all of these things, so there's more support. But we help you do it right, but you still drive. Okay, Tier 3 strategic done for you. So now it's saying like, okay, $10,000. Funded operators, agencies, consultants who understand probability. Delivery, you do not add more. You do not promise more. You simply get access harder. So you remove guarantees and replace them with process ownership and case studies. We run the system with you, not for you, and we optimize for signal, not certainty. How to reposition without killing conversions. Old framing was proven lead generation system that generates recurring revenue. New framing, a cold outreach operating system that creates qualified sales conversations when executed correctly. So that's fine. How to use your 4 case studies properly. Do not use them as this will happen for you. Use them as this is what correct execution looks like, which is true. So that's good. The hidden upside you're missing once you do this. Tier 1 feeds Tier 2. Tier 2 feeds Tier 3. Tier 2 becomes case study engine. Delivery stress drops, blah, blah, blah. Final verdict, blunt but accurate. Okay, this is pretty good. I'm going to just give this one more time because I want to be fair to Claude and ChatGPT. Okay. Oh, now it says this is completely different to what I originally understood. This is partnership white label offer. Okay, my honest assessment, yes, I need to change my recommendation significantly. What's working really well? The positioning is sharp. The pain point is clear. The promise is bold. The guarantee structure is aggressive. What needs immediate attention is pricing transparency issue. Yeah, like if someone pays you $2,500, you have to find their clients, close sales for them, set domains in boxes, manage campaigns, keep doing. How does that scale profitably for you? It doesn't. Okay, revised recommendation. Let's say Tier 1 launch partner, not 997. What they get: complete business training, done for you sales website. You find and close their first client for them. Fulfillment for the first client for 90 days. after 90 days wholesale fulfillment pricing. The challenge is we want to move to a more broader service scope. We don't just want to do lead generation. Like, we had a Podgorilla product, so podcasting. We've had Omniment, which is, software building. So maybe the kind of the outcome, like what people are after, will change at that time as well. Kimi AI output. I'm going to try. Thank you, Kristen. So Kristen said, Neil, you may like Kimi AI. I'm going to try that. Kimi Raikkonen is kind of who we have. Okay, I'm going to try this as well. I think I'll have to, of course, it doesn't have all the context, so I'm going to try and give it the most I can. Let's see, I'm going to paste the same thing in Kimi AI. I mean, I'm always willing to try new AI tools, but I will say, like, it was interesting. I was having this conversation with my wife last night, is that there is so much that you can do, so much online. And sometimes I know it gets a bit overwhelming, and I'm trying to make sure I don't get overwhelmed. Okay, I'm just going to continue with Google. Give me 1 second. We'll try this out right now. Appreciate the recommendation, Kristen. Let's see. Okay. Maybe later. I don't want to haggle right now. Okay, let's see what Kimi says. But let's go back to Claude, and Claude is saying all these things. Revised recommendation, growth partner 3997. What do they get? They get all these things. You find the first 3 clients, elite partner. Okay, so the problem is, like, I'm trying to move away from finding clients. So let's explain this to Claude, because I think Claude isn't quite getting it. So I'm actually not looking to get clients for them, because that's the most stressful part, is guaranteeing that result, and that's something I wish to avoid, essentially. What I can guarantee is my work. I cannot guarantee outcome. That's what I want to change. But still, of course, I want to use the case studies to show, hey, what's possible when done right. And when done right is where the done for you comes in. So I would like the lower tier to be lower price as you had originally thought. It's more like hands off, like here's all the training that you need. Here's done for you website, ready-made things that you can use. And then I would like the mid tier to be kind of, like it said, somewhere in the middle. And then the final tier is the actual done for you, where we do go all out for them, of course, bearing margins in mind. So let's rework based on that. And actually it's giving me options. Let me just see. So with that in mind, let's go with option C. I think it's more in line with what I'm thinking, because this might be accessible for every level that needs to get this. Every level of customer. Okay, let Claude do its thing. ChatGPT will come back to this. The current offer positioning is risky because it promises too much. Yeah, exactly. Like, that was the problem. That's what we want to temper down. Where the sales page is misaligned with everything is we do everything and deliver results, right? That's freaking hard to do. We discovered that. It is hard to do. I mean, we do have some customers that are upset saying, Neil, you promised too much. So that's an issue. What should change in positioning is we handle everything and deliver required work for you, is we equip you with infrastructure, guidance, and tools to generate qualified conversations reliably, and support execution where it makes sense. So explicit role separation, reframe guarantees to risk, shared, or proof. If you don't hit profitability in 90 days, you work free until you do. We say we commit to providing extra support and tools to help you reach defined milestones, and we'll review outcomes every 30 days. I think that's not even necessary. Break the offer into clear tiered structures. Okay, all of that is fine. Let's go back and look at the tiered structures again. Would you change anything in the tiered structures you recommended, or is what you recommended enough based on the additional information that you have? And again, as with anything, I'm going to marry both of the outcomes, but let's see what Kimi says. Okay, got it. Thanks for walking me through real numbers and the headaches. All right. Now I can see gap between the pages, promises, and the operational reality you just described. Hands-on deliverability, babysitting, only 4 out of 11 partners profitable, infra costs eating the margin. Below is a concrete re-offer. Actually, that's pretty damn good. maybe again, like I was unfair to, and look, there's no context. Kimi AI doesn't have any context, so it's interesting that it's just, it's giving me exactly what I'm asking for. So pilot 497 one time, 90-minute screen share workshop. We build the first 3 cold email sequence together in their workspace. Again, it says Apollo instantly smart lead, like it should be air closure. 1 polished offer angle plus 1 ICP sheet, Loom recording of the session, SOP checklist, live Q&A, no domains, inboxes, or list buying, 0 hard cost for us. Outcome promised by Friday, you'll have 300 hyper-targeted prospects in the queue and 3 email flow that's technically safe to send, or we hop again for free. Love it. Good. Copilot 1997 one time. Would they get everything in Pilot Plus? We write 3 full angles. So we do the emails. We rent them 1 warm subdomain to inboxes for 60 days. So it's kind of like ready to go. They pay $80 renewal after. I kind of like this too. So we could actually have some recurring built in. We import and clean 2,000 leads from our Apollo stack. Slack support for 30 days. We don't use Slack, but okay. 30 days, 6,000 emails sent, 35% open rate, or we extend the rental until you hit it. Okay, this is pretty good. I mean, we can actually guarantee opens because we know we get good opens. That's not the issue. Tier 3 command, 4,500 a month. Ooh, this is expensive now. 3-month minimum, then month to month. Would they get everything above plus unlimited copy iterations? We supply 3 extra subdomains plus, I think we do domains, plus 5 inboxes. We hand them 1,000 fresh verified leads every month. We jump on 2 sales calls a month to help close their replies. Quarterly case study spotlight, blah, blah, blah. I just worry people that we sell to right now don't have that much money. That's my only concern. There was, let me see. There was another service that that I saw recently, and I had a sales call with them actually because I wanted to understand what they're doing as well. And their pricing was freaking high. Like I saw it and I was like, shit, that's expensive. But let me just show you this. They do a bit more like in terms of, so they're an agency and they do a bit more in terms of like LinkedIn and other stuff too. But just to show you their price, 1,500 leads contacted per month. Give me 1 second and I'm going to go find the price for them in my chat with my business partner if I can. Just give me a minute. 1 second. Oh yeah, found it. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So yeah, they were charging $4.99 a month for 1,500 contacts, and they were going to send. My current setup includes 50, 60 email inboxes across multiple. No wait. So $4.99 a month for 1,500 contacts, which was, if I go back to this, $1,500 contacts, right? This one, 4 domains and mailboxes. So they do all that for me, but that starter was $4.99 a month. This one was, I think, they didn't have this one. They had expert at that time. That was about $1,800 a month or something. So I think the 4,500 a month is expensive from Kimi, but it gets the point. Guarantee language, risk reversal without we buy you your groceries. Yeah. Positioning copy. Okay. Generally, I like this the most so far. So let's circle. Actually, I mean, this is the most wholesome response. So Kristen, question to you. How did you come across Kimi? Like, honestly, it seems a bit more on point compared to ChatGPT and Claude. This is pretty good. Like, I like tools that make sense out of the box. This one does. But let's go back to ChatGPT. The 3-tier model is correct. The problem was never number of tiers. The problem was unclear ownership. Tier 1, 0 liability, basically. Do not provide all of this. Tier 2. Yeah, must be. Okay. Let me just see. Strategic onboarding, offer positioning, validation, copy feedback, weekly group calls. I don't want to do group calls to this. Limited async support, KPI integration guidance. Not sure what that means. You do not provide daily inbox monitoring, volume adjustment, reply handling, closing calls, domain, blah, blah. Client responsibility, non-negotiable. They have to do all these things. Rule of engagement, this is key, minimum send volume. If they don't execute, support is advisory only. Okay, but dude, give me a price. Can you give me price recommendation for all three? Just because I'm feeling lazy. 1 second. Let's see. Going back to Claude, revised 3-tier structure, 4971 time. Again, this referring to 3-day live training recordings. We're not doing that because the live training recording was for essentially something else, done for you assets. 24971 time, done for you partner. 8997 time plus 797 a month. You build and manage your entire cold email infrastructure. You focus on sales and client relationships. It is good. It is expensive, but it is good. Let me just see. I tested all the models and this one is the best if you want conversational responses. Yeah, maybe I don't have thinking version active, Christian says. I think it's like the free version right now. But honestly, like this is more on point compared to everything else. Like compared to ChatGPT and Claude, I kind of have to go back and forth, even though they have more contextual data. It's a bit annoying. Cool. Yeah, really good, man. I'll check it. Thanks a lot. That's really, really handy. They have a slides version too. I'm a bit wary of like paying for everything. That's my sort of thing. But because it starts to add up if you start paying for everything. Are you paying for this? Let me know. It's like, I don't know if you guys get this, but buying AI tools these days is like, you know, you go to the restaurant, you get a starter, you get a main meal, you get dessert, you get a drink and the second drink. And then it's like, I was just hungry. I just wanted food. And now suddenly I'm looking at $100 bill. So that adds up. But this is good. Like this is honestly, genuinely, this is really, really good. So I'm just going to move forward and go back to ChatGPT. Okay, exact price points, 4971 time is what it's saying. 2997 is what it's saying here. 9997 is what it's saying here. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to Otter and I'm going to record a new, I'm just doing it separately because Otter, I can kind of give unfiltered thoughts and I can let it, you know, think for a while, like let it stew for a while. So, all right, let's come up with the 3 tiers now. Tier 1, I'm thinking, is basically no hard cost. Let's do a pilot tier at 4971 time. What they get in this particular case is complete lead generation business training. That was already on the sales page. We give them ready-made service packages or a website that they can use. They get lifetime access to our Discord community. We can do monthly business strategy. Actually, do not do monthly business strategy calls here. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do any done with you work for them here. But we can give them, maybe come up with a new ICP generator and email generator based on that ICP. We can do custom GPTs for this using ChatGPT. So add that into it. Yeah, no domains, no inboxes, no list buying. So 0 hard cost for us. Cool. Thanks, Christian. I'll check that in a bit. Yeah, I'll check that in a bit. Then also, they get access to AI Closer lifetime as well. They get copy frameworks, SOPs, infrastructure, blueprints, not set up. So we kind of walk them through everything that they need to do, example campaigns and reply trees, all of that. We do not provide domains, inboxes, sending, monitoring, optimization, or any performance guarantees. The client is responsible for setup, sending, reply handling, and sales calls. So that's really good. Then tier 2 is the co-pilot. Now this is where we have shared ownership. And so tier 1 was going to be 497 one time. I want tier 2 to be 2497. And essentially we provide strategic onboarding, offer positioning validation, campaign structure reviews, copy feedback, monthly group calls in this case. And on top of that, essentially we do one 90-minute call with them where we set them up. So it's one-on-one call where we set up the entire thing for them with them. Or actually, let's do two 60-minute calls that, you know, we do 1 month and second month. And we import 2,000 leads from our system for them. We give them one warmed up domain and 3 inboxes that they can use as well for 60 days. After these 60 days, they have to start paying $97 a month to continue these things going. But yeah, essentially we give them 2,000 leads from our from our list, and we give them the monthly calls that we already discussed. And we kind of work with them to make sure the inboxing stays high, right? So we keep guiding them. If they get stuck, we help them via support, but that's about it. Oh, by the way, all the technical setup for emails like SPF, DKIM, DMARC is done by us, so that's fine. And of course, they also get AI closure and all of that. So yeah, as part of the live call we do with them, we give them the live setup, you know, the setup. So I think session 1, 2 sessions. Session 1 is like niche selection, positioning, pricing strategy, making sure their offer is on point. Session 2 is the first campaign launch walkthrough when the inboxes are warmed up. What clients have to do in this case is, what our clients have to do is find their own clients, send the emails daily, monitor and respond to replies, close their own sales, manage ongoing relationships. Okay, that's 2. So 2497 plus after 3 months is 97 a month if they want to keep the inbox and domain. Otherwise, they buy their own. Then we're going to look at the final tier, which is the command center. So this is kind of like where we step in and do a lot of things for them. And I want to price this at $10,000 or 3 payments of $3,750. So it is expensive, but with this they get everything in tier 1 and tier 2. But now we purchase and manage 10 domains and 20 to 30 inboxes for them to basically aim at scale, right? So this is what we do. So it's very similar to the current command plan. We do complete setup, warm up, ongoing deliverability monitoring. So this is fully hands off for them. And we create all the email sequences, we load the leads, we send campaigns daily and monitor deliverability, we adjust send volumes, we handle spam complaints and all of that. Now, as part of this, we give them 1,000 new leads a month, but they're welcome to bring in their own additional leads as well, right? They should actually go and build their own leads, bring their own leads as well. So the cost that I've explained, $10,000, is for 6 months, after which they have to pay an ongoing cost of $297 a month, which covers the inboxes and the domains, and then also 1,000 new leads a month. So that covers that. And with this one, they have direct access to my team. They also get the monthly calls, of course, but they also get like monthly performance reports and so on. We also give them sales support, but not guarantee. So that includes sales script development when they get stuck, objection handling playbook, and we can join the first 3 sales calls as a technical expert to help them. But what they have to do is find and close their own clients, provide client details after their closed sales, manage client relationships, collect payments, and so on and so forth. Now, I want to add something else here as well. Some people may not be able to afford $10,000, completely understandable. So I want to instead offer partnership as well. So they can pay 6,000 or 2 payments of 3,500, and we'll take 20% of profit share basically. Right, we'll take 20% of any sales that they bring in for the time that they're working with us. So this way, if people can't afford the high upfront cost, we can be in there with them, working with them. So let's change the offer that way. And that's just the offer. We'll circle back to the copy and guarantees and all those things in just a minute. Okay, this is done. So I'm gonna refresh this and export this out as well. And so far, honestly, I like Claude the most. I think Claude is just gives me very, very structured responses. So I'm going to export this out and use Claude. So I want you to reconstruct the offer based on the provided information. Just give me the offer sheet, ideally a table with 3 or 4 columns that explains everything the way it was done on the original sales page. Just do the offer and pricing for now. We'll circle back to the sales page later. All right, here we go. We put Claude to work. Now, just FYI, we are going to have to close the session a little bit in just a few minutes. And the reason for that is because I have somewhere else to be. So I can't do this one right now. But we'll circle back tomorrow. We'll continue with this. We'll restructure the sales copy as well. We'll actually introduce the testimonial elements inside the sales copy too, so it redoes the whole thing. Then I'm going to pass it over to our designer, who can essentially build out everything again from scratch, or again we can rely on AI to do it too. It's up to us. I'm still getting used to it, to do clean designs, but not there yet. I think still need a bit more time. So yeah, some of them obviously will not go in the sales page, so I think this is pretty good. This is pretty good. So I like it. I'm just going to quickly copy this from Kimi AI because I'm going to lose it otherwise. Let's just see. Let's continue on the sales page now. Keep these things in mind and other things that you've noticed as well. Basically, we want to temper down the sales page so we're not over-promising, but we still want to keep the sales mechanism on the sales page high to close those people. We'll try. So I'm going to feed this and I'll just go to ChatGPT. I don't think ChatGPT really offered anything structurally useful that I could copy and paste. Like, okay, maybe it did, but let me just say, okay, I'm going to copy this over as well. So we'll just start at this. I mean, there's 2 minutes left for today's call, and then we'll see what ChatGPT's, what Claude is able to do. Okay. But let's circle back tomorrow. We're going to look at this copy together. We're going to rework the copy, finalize it, make sure it all is cohesive, and then we'll send it over to designers and they can do their magic, and we'll take it from there. Thank you so much for being here. The revenue numbers look good. Tomorrow we'll have a final update to the launch, of course, that will finish, and then starts the hard task of actually building this revenue every single day.